Well, like I've said before, when you're not working on cars, you're working on washing machines, doing body work, whatever else. Well, this one is possibly a faulty pump, and it's right here. That's the pump, and it lives way back in that hole, right back in there. Yeah. There's some hoses that attach to this, and there's some connections up in there. You gotta get at it through the access panel, and it's 2 Phillips head screws. You lift up, and the bottom comes out. It comes out this way, and you just drop it down. That's the cover. I already pulled out the drain tube. The code for this Samsung washing machine was an ND, November Delta. ND, which means no drain. Okay? And when you swing this around somewhere, let's see. Okay, that port is over in that hole, and there's a filter. Well, it screws in and out, and what I want to say is there's probably water behind there, so you want to either shop vac it or get a bucket. It's going to be messy because the water will go all out into this thing, all the way over to the other side, and drain all the way down to the legs and on the bottom, like something like this. But here's the front access panel where you can get at that. Yeah. Now when you have a no drain, the door is going to be locked, so you're going to have to drain the water. Once you get the water drained, repower on the system, the unit, and then it will unlock the door, you can get all your stuff out, and then hit the power button again, power off. Okay, there's some screws. This piece went into this opening area right here. There's some screws, Phillips head, that go one right here, one right there, one right here, and one right here. That secures the pump to that opening. Okay. Now you're going to be working a little bit from here, and if you got smaller arms, you can reach under and squeeze those clamps with your hands. They were pretty easy for mine, so I just squeezed them and pulled off the tubes like you see here, except for this one. This one's got a Phillips head where you have to loosen it. That pulls that off of the main drain from the tub. Okay, so I'm at this far. The electrical connectors are under this cap, which sits on top of this, and you have these two to connect into it. Okay, that's what was connected in here. And you're going to have the same thing for over there. I have to pull off this cap, just like you see. It'll come off. Okay. Oh, don't bite me. Now you choose to, there we go. Sorry, it's too bright. There we go, just like that. And you see there's white connections on this side. You pull these off. If I can do it one-handed, like Rain Man Ray. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. There we go. Got one. Okay, so the up and down one remember, the up and down one goes on the left, and then the vertical one goes on the left, horizontal one goes on the right. If you can remember that when you put it back together, there we go. Come on. And then you will be able to, there's two sides to this, so you got to make sure this is the right side, this is the left side. Yeah, you got to keep track of that. Now you're just gonna figure out a way to get this up and out, just like that. Okay, voila, and a baby is born. Okay, I'm gonna further check this for, ow, as I hit my dang knee. Oh, I'm gonna further check this for blockages. But the way I see it, I don't think there's gonna be much of a blockage. You feel me? Okay. These are the motors, thus giving you the electrical connections. And this is the whole pump mechanism right here. Online, probably about $150. So if you think it's your pump assembly that's gone bad, like I'm fearing, because there's no blockage, I'm probably gonna have to get a new pump. So, what I did was, before I got to this location that I'm at now, before I got to this spot, when it first gave me the code, there was no water draining out of the filter. And so I took a peek all the way up inside, and there was no blockage. Okay? I put all the debris was in the filter, so I cleaned up the filter, stuck it back in, and then I did another load. After that load, it was still giving me the ND. So this time, it was full of water. I took a shot back as I was unscrewing it, because all that water now is forced into the shot back. You're not going to have as much of a mess. You're going to have to pull this out, you know, see? You stick a bucket there, right under here, and then use a shot vac. So I did that, stuck the filter back in, ran another load. 3 times it gave me the ND. So that's what prompted me to take that pump out. On the 3rd time, of course, there was water. I did the shot vac. That's how I got it out here in the garage. I can't drag it through the house when it's full of water. So this is how you get this part out, which is through this access panel on this washer. Okay. It's kind of tight. You could see I got scratch marks because of the tub. You know, I got big forearms. I got to reach back there and undo all the hose fittings, and you pull out the pump just like you saw. Upon reinserting, you'll want to just do the opposite, you know, of how you took it out. Okay, stick it in there, put your electrical connections on, put it back up in the hole, put your screws in, hoses on, clamps are on, good and tight. Drain hose, I'll check that too. I'll make sure that there's no blockage in there. I don't think there is, because everything, all that water runs right through that filter, catching all the debris. That's why there's a filter there. It's going to catch all the debris before it sends it to the drain, the house drain. That hose goes into the house drain. Okay? So If you liked this video and liked how I pulled out a big old pump out of oh crap, where'd it go? Okay, it's a Samsung washing machine, clothes washing machine. Okay, that's the model number that I have and serial number. Okay, it's a 2002 and it's just now having pump problems. Not bad, huh? It's that, what, dang near 23 years old almost. So you can excuse me, you can follow me on YouTube if you want. You can subscribe if you'd like to. Give me a thumbs up for this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Boom, just like that, the new one is in. Okay, the reconnecting, this one was kind of a pain, so I did some silicone on the inside of that, and it went on, it slid on just fine. This is the hardest clamp that you're gonna have to deal with. What I did was I used a pair of these that's got the, it's a connector pliers, because that kind of clamp has two slots in it, and these pinchers slid right into there, and I was able to squeeze it more, getting it on there. Okay, that's the new pump. I elected not to use their harness. They send you a harness. Okay, these caps were broken, which means they weren't staying on there very good. So I elected not to use this harness, because this connector is all the way up into there. Right there, see that orange thing? That's where this connector goes into. So I didn't use the harness. That comes with that new pump already comes with the filter, the new filter. This is the old one. The part number you'll see is right here. You can't see it on camera, but the new part numbers are written right here. Okay. Yeah, you can't really see it on camera, but it's there. Okay. If you really gotta see what number I used, let me go to the box. Okay, and it's right there. It's right there. The DC number. Focus. It's the DC number right there. DC 9715974C. Okay, that's the one they sent me. I took this out about 3-4 days ago. It showed up yesterday. So everything is in. Yeah. All right. Now I will tell you one last bit of information. Before that pump went out, and listen close, before the pump went out, every time you would press play, it would make a loud noise. Okay? And that was the indication that the pump was going out. So if you got an appliance that uses a pump of any kind, and it makes a loud noise when you first start it up, the pump is going out. Maybe not all the time, but yeah, it'll go out. So just be prepared for that. Okay? And as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you, all 52 of you. I did this. You can too. All right. We'll see you later on the next one. Bye for now.